Good afternoon, guys. It's Working, bringing you a quick update on EOS. Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. We're looking at EOS to the US dollar. This is the 4-hour chart on Bitfinex, guys, and we can see that EOS was operating within a larger wedge. Price did just recently break above that wedge, not very decisively, however, it kind of broke up, hit this supply zone up here between 5.30, 5.45. It wicked into it just briefly and then immediately was rejected. We're kind of sitting here moving sideways for the last 8 hours or so. I do expect one bullish indication. We could see price broke above this descending resistance line here, denoted in yellow, that I pointed out on my last update. Price broke above, came back down, tested it. What was resistance acted as support, came up again, acted as support, and pushed back up. So that is bullish that that the resistance is now acting as support. Now we could see price broke above this 4.96 resistance. I would expect if price does end up coming back, that to act as support as well. If that does end up breaking down, I think it'll be a very quick drop to at least 4.73 to this little very small demand zone down here between 4.73 to 4.67. Below that, I think if that does break down, we're going to test this prior low here of 4.50 within this structure. If that breaks down, it'll be a quick drop to 4.28. To the upside, guys, we're watching this zone here between 5.30, 5.45. If we can break above that, unfortunately, right above that, between 5.60, 5.80, we do have a very strong supply zone up here. You can see if we look here at the daily chart, this order block here is going to act. We can see a kind of price broke up here and was only able to wick into it. Very strong rejection right at the body. So there's a lot of sell orders that are sitting right here between 5.60, 5.80, guys. So I do expect that to be a very, very strong resistance. And in my opinion, that's going to be the max upside for today if price is able to break above this zone here. I do not see it breaking above this today. Doesn't mean it won't in the future. I just don't see that happening today. The volume is just not there, guys. If we come in here, we look at volume for today, we're only looking at about 475 million on the day. Yesterday over the weekend, we expect lower volume, but we can see this prior week's volumes have just been very, very weak overall. What we need to see is a day like this on August 27th. The volume broke above 1 billion. We need to see that happen on a daily basis. Once we get above 1 billion in volume on a daily basis, you'll know that a sustainable bull run is possible. New money is at that point will be entering the market, and that could trigger a sustainable bull run. Until we get a volume above 1 billion on a daily basis, I just don't see a sustainable bull run, guys. There's just not enough new money to sustain one, to be repetitive there. Excuse me. Looking at our indicators, 4-hour MACD is still operating within this larger wedge. We can see the signal line and MACD line continue to get squeezed tighter and tighter as it does approach this apex. As I said, we can expect a larger move that could be either up or down. Right now, I would favor up, but it looks like that might happen the first week in September, somewhere thereabouts. Come over here, look at the daily. On the daily, the histogram continues to trend up. MACD and signal line are both also trending up, showing no sign of reversing course, at least not as of yet. Looking at the RSI, this is on the daily RSI. We can see we finally broke above this massive descending resistance line that had been in place for quite some time, since early May. We do have one more resistance line here that's been intact since late May, early June. Right here, though, and if the RSI can break above this, guys, that's going to signal a very bullish switch in momentum, in my opinion. We come over here, we look at the EMA and the moving averages as well. This is on the 4-hour. We can see we're very extended up above this outer Bollinger Band here, suggesting we might see a pullback here in the not too distant future. Having said that, price is well above the 8-day EMA, which is a bullish sign, and the 8-day EMA is above the 55 and 21-day EMA. It also looks like the 21-day EMA is just starting to cross above the 55-day EMA, which is also a bullish sign of strength. At least in the short term. Doesn't mean that can last, doesn't mean it can't turn around any time now. What I would like to see to confirm that continuation of strength is the daily candle. We're now on the daily chart. I'd like to see this daily candle close above the 21-day EMA. Let me get this out of your way here. If that does happen, again, that's going to be a very bullish sign of strength and a possible momentum shift. For now, we can see that the daily candle closed above is operating above the 8-day EMA. Hasn't yet closed above it yet. And if we can at least close above the 8-day EMA, preferably above the 21, but if we can at least close above the 8-day EMA, guys, that's going to be a very bullish sign, or a more bullish sign that at least the bulls are continuing to defend the gains that they've made so far. If we look at our go to the 4-hour. If we look at our short positions, on EOS, we can see shorts are still stacked to the upside, although we've had quite a few people liquidate their positions here in the last 24 hours. If that does continue, like I said, we are still stacked, but if that does continue, if that trend continues to where shorts continue to liquidate or to take profit or whatever reason they can end up continuing to close their positions, that's going to indicate that, or that's going to suggest that price might end up breaking down. And if we contrast that with long positions that are starting to stack, even though they aren't stacked yet, they're starting to stack in the last 24 hours. If that trend continues where longs stack and shorts continue to close their positions, then more than likely the market makers are going to drive price down, more than likely. That'd be a bearish indication of price driving price down. If we kind of stop right here, and if shorts start to stack to the upside once again, and they stop stop closing and start opening positions to the upside, and if long stop, then more than likely we might get a short squeeze, and they might market makers might push price up. So we're gonna have to monitor these shorts, wait and see if this trend continues, and wait and see if the trend continues with the long positions stacking. As they have been in the last 24 hours or somewhere thereabouts, guys. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there, guys. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, I certainly would appreciate an upvote or a resteem or a like. If you just mash that like button or that upvote button, I'd certainly appreciate it. Until next time, guys, please trade safe. Take care of yourselves. This is Working, signing out.